We are less than 2 months away from Smash Ultimate, and the hype just keeps building up. It makes sense considering the release of a Smash Bros. Game isn't something we get to see every year. What's good everyone, Henke is back, and today I want to talk about some of the biggest buffs that some of the individual moves in this game received, so they can become much more useful than they were in Smash 4, Melee, Brawl, or wherever they came from. Let's jump right into it. At number 10, we have Dr. Mario's down air. In Smash 4, it was really laggy, it couldn't kill or combo, and it was just pretty much useless. There was no situation in which there wasn't a better option to use something than down air. It was very unsafe in general, considering it doesn't have enough range to make it safe, and it still had lots of landing lag, even more than regular Mario's down air. So it was pretty bad, but as you can see, it spikes in Ultimate. I'm super excited to see this because we can finally start seeing some really hype plays from like reads. I'm thinking like up air to like air dodge read, down air, and stuff like that. Generally, I think it would be much easier to land than like forward air. And who knows, you might be able to use it to start combos. My head is just overflowing with hype for the potential of how this move can be used in Smash Ultimate. It's nothing revolutionary, but I put it on the list because it was very bad in Smash 4, and in Ultimate it's gonna be pretty useful. At number 9, we have Snake's side special. This received one simple buff, but it changed the move entirely, so it becomes much more useful. The missile just travels faster. Doesn't sound like a huge change at first, but it was transformed from something that was just situational to something that can be used pretty often if you do it correctly. First of all, this makes edgeguarding much easier. Remember the gameplay Nintendo released with King K. Rool and Snake? Let's look at this situation. Snake uses a side B, and K. Rool just doesn't really have an option here to beat it. As you can see, it caught his air dodge, but even if he were to like recover high or something, then Snake would still be able to angle it back up and hit him. I could also see this covering lots of options in ledge trapping. For example, just hovering the missile by the ledge covers every option except roll and maybe some character specific options. Considering you can send this thing literally wherever you want at a very fast speed, I can see it being very annoying for the opponent to deal with. His zoning game was already deadly, but when you use this with other explosives, while the opponent is in disadvantage, they're gonna have a hard time resetting to neutral. At number 8, we have Ike's new up air. Basically, it does everything that his old up air did, except more quickly and more effectively. It has slightly more range and it covers the area quicker. It's a quick slash instead of, like hovering the sword there for a while. This will definitely help him keep up with the new air dodge mechanics and really anything new in the disadvantaged states of Smash Ultimate. This was built for him to keep up with the meta. It's a great combo finisher and even a kill confirm out of neutral air and maybe some throws. We haven't had time to lab that yet, but there's definitely a possibility that this could make some nice kill confirms. Overall, it's great for conditioning air dodges because it catches double jumps, so it really helps with cutting the opponent's options down while they're in the air. Another way this helps Ike in Ultimate's mechanics is that it's a juggling machine, and juggling is going to be so central to Smash Ultimate's meta that this will help him rack up a lot of damage. Especially since it has less end lag and less landing lag, it's very effective for frame traps. At number 7, we have Ness's down smash. This was already pretty good for edge guarding in Smash 4, since it had multiple hitboxes which could catch 2 frames when the opponents try to recover. If you're new to the game, a 2 frame is when someone grabs the ledge, there's 2 frames where they don't have invulnerability, so you can hit them in those first 2 frames that they grab the ledge. But in Ultimate, they made it even better. This is arguably the best edgeguarding tool in the entire game now, for 2 huge reasons. One is that it hangs off the ledge now. It's not even on stage, so it can literally reach down there and hit the opponent out of their recovery instead of like being on stage and like trying to hit under. It literally hangs down there and waits for the opponent. Second is that it has a hitbox while charging. This isn't the first time we've seen a charging hitbox, since Corrin had it in Smash 4, but it's the first time we've ever seen one that can hit below the ledge. So these 2 changes work in tandem with each other to make grabbing the ledge just not an option for recovery. Even against disjointed recoveries or very quick recoveries, it doesn't matter because he can just sit there, charge down smash, and you're dead. Unless you recover high, in which he can just throw you off stage again. It's mostly supposed to be used off stage, but on stage you can use it to shred through the invincibility frames from get-ups, spot dodges, rolls, etc. At number 6, we have Palutena's down special. The effectiveness of this move has completely doubled. It is now a counter and a reflector at the same time. 2 moves in one. It's definitely the first time we've seen a buff given to a character which makes room for another move. I'm not counting Sheik and Zelda when they split into separate characters between Brawl and Smash 4, because that didn't involve buffing any of their original moves. Most down specials only do one or the other, so this move is just twice as useful as the others. Get you a girl that can do both. This one move beats everything except grabs, since if you try to attack it from like close up with a melee attack, it counters you. If you try to attack it from far away with a projectile, it just reflects it. So the only ways to beat this is to grab them or wait for their end lag. Another thing is that it turns around automatically. In Smash 4, you had to pick a side with the reflector, and a lot of reflectors in Smash Ultimate only work with one side, like Mario's cape for example. Overall, this completely revamps your special moves. At number 5, we have Donkey Kong's down special, or as a lot of people call it, hand slap. So they made one simple change to this which opens the door for so many new uses of this move. When you use it in the air, it's near lagless upon landing. This means it's very safe in general, even on shield. I never thought I'd see the day when we'd be using this thing to space, but in Smash Ultimate, anything is possible. Not only do I see potential for combos and kill confirms, we've already seen them in action. At low percents, we can combo it into his grab or any of his tilts, probably his jab as well. And as far as kill confirms go, it confirms into both up smash, which had its hitbox increased by the way, and up air at higher percents. This whole thing patches up a major weakness he had in Smash 4, which is landing. In Smash 4, characters like Cloud could just abuse him in the air. He could not get on the ground unless the opponent messed up. Finally, I can see this being used for movement now. B reverses, turnarounds, wave bounces, all of that. I'm very happy with the way that DK is turning out in Ultimate. It really shows that he didn't need his throw kill confirms to be good. At number 4, we have Pikachu's neutral air. This new aerial is capable of all kinds of crazy stuff that he just couldn't do with his old neutral air. It combos like crazy now, especially at low percents. I think it combos into literally every aerial at some point. Down air is definitely a lot more situational, but the reward of landing drag down neutral air to down air will be insane. Not only can he drag the opponent down off stage with it, he can just drag the opponent down on stage and combo it into basically whatever he wants. I've seen it confirm into up tilt combos, down tilt for tech situations, grab for grab combos or up throw thunder, and even just straight up into up smash. Especially with the decreased landing lag in Smash Ultimate, this thing will be deadly. It's also just much easier to hit in general than his old neutral air. It has a bigger hitbox which actually extends past Pikachu himself this time, and it's multi-hit. All of this works together to make the move relatively safe unless it's power shielded, which is the reason that I didn't put it higher than number 4. It's not something he'll be able to just throw out there. If the opponent's good with their power shields, then they can wait till last hit, parry it, and punish. It's also much better for edge guarding now, as it combos into other aerials which can send the opponent even farther off stage. Or you can just do the drag down neutral air to down air thing I talked about before. It's basically the new version of Fox's Fair Footstool. The move is insane, but there's 3 that got even bigger buffs. At number 3, we have Link's down special, or his new remote bomb. The first thing you'll notice about this is the huge blast radius. You could fit like 2 of Link himself in the blast radius. It's insane. Instead of controlling a specific spot on stage like it did in Smash 4, it controls an entire area. Also, since Link can manually detonate it, it's very rare that the opponent will be able to pick it up and throw it back at him like they could in Smash 4. It's still capable of combos and kill setups, just in a different way than Smash 4. Basically, the way these would work is you'd have to have the bomb on one side of the stage and Link himself would be at the other. If the opponent goes near the bomb, Link can detonate it, which launches the opponent into Link, and Link can use whatever he wants. Probably an up air or a forward air. Same for combos at mid percents. Since its huge blast radius allows it to reach under the stage, it'll be extremely potent for ledge trapping and edge guarding. While the opponent is on the ledge or trying to get back to the ledge, this move does not give them room to breathe. If you want to have a little more fun with it, you can move it or hit it with other projectiles for some mix-ups. For example, you could throw the bomb, have it sit there, then you could throw a boomerang at it, which sends the bomb flying at the opponent in a way that they might not be able to predict. This is a huge revamp to one of Link's most important tools in his moveset. At number 2, this might surprise you, but I'm going with Zelda's down special. The reason I put it so high is because it was virtually useless in Smash 4, but it fills in a very important gap in her viability that I'll explain soon. The main buff this move got is that if you fully charge it, the attack is delayed, so Zelda can move around or attack or just roll away or do whatever for a few seconds before the Phantom itself actually strikes. Now, Zelda's main weakness in Smash 4 was her terrible neutral, so having this to mix things up and condition the opponent is very useful. Without this one change, she would still definitely be a bad character, but now that her weaknesses are being patched up, there's potential for her. If she wants to be aggressive, she can attack while the Phantom's active. If she's on defense, she can jump or roll away, and have the Phantom cover the ground while she dips. She could possibly go for a grab if the opponent decides to shield the Phantom Slash. Even if Zelda gets hit or grabbed shortly after placing it, the Phantom Slash will actually punish the opponent for doing so, and she'll usually win the trade unless she's at kill percent. This one change was pivotal in determining her viability in Smash Ultimate. We're down to our last move. At number 1, we have Shulk's Minato Arts. Again, much like a lot of these moves, it just got one simple change, that instead of manually cycling between them like you did in Smash 4, you can switch very quickly and you don't have to go in any specific order. This means he can switch to Minato Arts while he's comboing the opponent while the opponent's comboing him. There is so much potential for mix and matching these Minato Arts in certain situations. For example, his up throw up air, he could throw the opponent, switch to jump so he can jump really high, then right before he hits, he could switch to smash so the blow actually kills the opponent. Or for some other combo, he could switch to Buster, so once he gets a hit, he can deal more damage without having to commit to the Buster Minato. This makes it much less risky for him to be hit while he's wearing Buster and take more damage himself. Another key difference here is that in Smash 4, you could just look at whatever Minato art Shulk was using and then play accordingly. For example, if they had jump on, you could be like, okay, cover the air since they're probably going to end up jumping around. If they put up shield, you could just run away until it was inactive. But since he can switch them so quickly now, it'll be much harder for the opponent to keep up with what he's doing. Having this one move buffed is extremely important because it changes his attributes as a whole, not just making one move more useful, but making all of his moves more useful. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Feel free to like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Smash Ultimate content. Let me know in the comments if you agree with the list or if I forgot any huge changes. But even besides all that, sharing the video on social media is more helpful than anything else you could do. I have plenty of smaller videos in the works, so I'll be uploading much more often and consistently than I was before. There's a lot of things that you guys do not want to miss, including part 4 of pros and cons, top 10 most nerfed moves in Smash Ultimate, and I have one plan that I'm keeping secret for now. So I'll catch you in my next video. See ya.